Today we're going to be reading Yellowstone, A Place of Wild Wonders. When this video is done, you'll be directed to another video and we'll work through the reading activity together. So let's read our story. Yellowstone, A Place of Wild Wonders. It was written by Mike Stark, and our focus question is, what is Yellowstone and why do people visit there? Some words that we're going to need to know: explorers, haven, hotspot, national park, protected, seeps. We have a map of important sites in Yellowstone National Park. Up here is the Montana state line, Montana, Idaho, and this part right here is Wyoming. Yellowstone does go into a little bit of Montana and just a little tiny bit of Idaho as well. Over here we have our key. The red dotted line is the volcano rim. The black dashed lines are the state borders. Green squares are our park entrances. Blue circles are geysers. Red circles, hot springs. Green circles, mud pots. We have bison, grizzly bear, and wolves. This is a picture of Steamboat Geyser, a picture of bison, and a picture of a hot spring. Introduction. Imagine a place where streams of hot water shoot out of the ground and into the air. Imagine a place with strange green pools and gurgling pots of mud that smell like rotten eggs. Imagine a place where you can see grizzly bears, bison, and wolves in a single day. This is a picture of the Grand Canyon of the Yellowstone, and it's one of the most striking sights in the park. Such a place is real, and it's called Yellowstone National Park. National parks are areas of special protected land. Yellowstone is located where Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho meet. It became the world's first national park in 1872. Every year, millions of people visit to see its wild wonders. A hot spot. Most everyone who goes to Yellowstone wants to see Old Faithful Geyser. A geyser is a hole in the ground that shoots steam and hot water into the air. Old Faithful was given its name because visitors can depend on it to spray about every 90 minutes. It shoots water 100 feet or 30 meters high. Old Faithful is not the largest geyser in Yellowstone, but it is the most regular. Let's read the blue box. Yellowstone supervolcano. Yellowstone is home to an old collapsed volcano called a caldera. Over the past 2 million years, the volcano has had 3 big eruptions. The rim of the collapsed volcano is huge, stretching more than 45 miles or 72 kilometers across in some places. Scientists still watch Yellowstone closely. It doesn't look as if it's going to erupt again soon. Yellowstone is on top of something rare called a hotspot. Heat from Earth's core makes rocks under the ground super hot. Rain seeps into the ground with the rocks and heats up. The hot water and steam travel up through cracks in the ground. Finally, water and steam erupt at the surface. Old Faithful is one of about 300 geysers in Yellowstone. The hot spot has also created hot pools of gurgling mud and thousands of colorful hot springs. Yellowstone has the 3rd largest hot spring in the world. Mud pots form in spots where the soil is rich with clay and ash from volcanoes. So here's a hot spring. Here is a mud pot. The bison is the biggest land animal in North America. Thousands of bison live in Yellowstone. When people go to Yellowstone, they also see animals of all shapes and sizes. The biggest animals in Yellowstone are bison, which can weigh up to 2,000 pounds or 907 kilograms. Bison are giant animals with shaggy brown fur, a big head, and a hump on their back. In the summer, you might see them rolling in the dust to fight off flies and shed their old fur. The next biggest animals are grizzly bears. They can weigh up to 800 pounds or 363 kilograms and are fast for their size. Grizzly bears sleep in dens underground for many months during the winter. They wake up in the spring, hungry for food. Visitors to Yellowstone used to feed the grizzly bears. Today, this is against the rules because it is dangerous for both the people and the bears. From 1995 to 97, 41 wild wolves were brought to Yellowstone from Canada and Montana. Yellowstone is also home to wolves. People drove wolves out of Yellowstone more than 100 years ago. Later, workers from the national parks brought them back. Today, about 100 wolves live in Yellowstone. The park is also home to more than 350 kinds of animals. Elk, deer, golden eagles, beavers, and foxes roam freely in the park. Yellowstone is a safe haven for these wild animals. Visitors can enjoy watching them, but should never get too close. Deer, elk, fox, golden eagle. All Native American shelters still stand in the park today. History. Yellowstone is one of the most popular national parks in the United States. Before it became a national park, Native Americans had been visiting the area for thousands of years. Many of them built shelters for a time, hunted for food, and made tools. These are paintings of Yellowstone and helped people see why the land should be protected. An exploration convinced the United States to make Yellowstone the very first national park. Explorers also traveled through Yellowstone. They took note of its wonders through reports, photographs, and paintings. The United States decided that the land, water, and wildlife of Yellowstone were special. New laws were made to protect Yellowstone so people could not own or sell the land. Instead, Yellowstone was set aside for the enjoyment of all people and to take care of its animals. The idea of national parks was born. Yellowstone paved the way for more national parks. There are now more than 50 national parks in the United States and many more around the world. Some, such as Grand Canyon National Park, protect natural wonders. Others, such as battlefields, protect places that are important to history. Gettysburg National Park helps people remember a battle that happened there. And the Grand Canyon National Park boasts one of the largest, most beautiful canyons in the world. Conclusion. Today, about 3 million people from around the world travel through Yellowstone every year. They come to fish, hike, camp, watch wildlife, and visit the hot springs. In Yellowstone, people can see wonders rarely found elsewhere. The first explorers to set foot in Yellowstone knew what they had found, something special. Now that it is protected as a national park, Yellowstone will always be around. Here's your glossary. Explorers is a noun. People who visit and learn about new places. It's found on page 13. Haven, noun. A place that offers comfort, rest, protection, or shelter. Page 11. Hotspot, noun. A place in Earth's crust where hot, molten rock rises close to the surface. Page 7. National Park. An area of government-owned land protected for its historic importance or wonderful nature, natural landscape, and wildlife. Page 5. Protected, adjective. Guarded or defended from harm or danger. Page 5. Seeps, verb. Flows or leaks slowly through small openings. Page 7.